Further afield, South Korea's consumer inflation cooled for a sixth consecutive month in July, more than expected. The consumer price index stood at 2.3% higher in July than a year earlier, after a 2.7% rise in June and compared with a median of 2.4% increase. On a monthly basis, the index rose 0.1%, picking up from no change the previous month. Here are the details of this and other stories making headlines from across the world.
Inflation, which excludes volatile food and energy prices, slowed to 3.3% on an annual basis from 3.5% the previous month and hit the slowest rise since April 2022. Last month, South Korea's central bank extended its pause in its tightening cycle to a fourth straight meeting after the last interest rate hike in January, but said it would maintain a tight stance amid still high prices. Elsewhere, China's warehouse storage activities consolidated the trend of expansion in July, with the index tracking the sector's development standing at 52.2%. The index was 1.5 percentage points higher than that in June. The index has stayed in the expansion zone for 6 consecutive months, indicating a strong recovery of the sector. Major sub-indexes of the sector were also in the expansion zone, suggesting sound business operations, improved efficiency of goods turnover, and active stocking of enterprises. In July, the Business Activity Expectation Index was at 56.4%, 2.7 percentage points higher than that of last month, reaching a higher level of prosperity and indicating companies' confidence in the future market. And finally, the U.S. shale producers Pioneer Natural Resources Co. and Devon Energy Corporation tightened budgets and warned of lower drilling and completions activity in coming months after a drop in oil and gas prices slashed their second quarter profits. Shale producers have been forced to reduce the number of rigs in operation and delay well completions as profits have fallen from bumper 2022 levels after crude prices eased from a multi-year high. Pioneer, a top producer in the Permian Shale Basin, cut its 2023 budget, including for drilling and completions, by $125 million to a range of $4.375 billion to $4.575 billion. The company said it now plans to operate an average of 23 to 25 horizontal drilling rigs in the Permian's Midland Basin for the year, down by 1 from the midpoint of its prior forecast.